afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, ogres and trolls and other. This is the SOE Community Webcast, and with us today are the events team, Lauren Zeiger, Jen Belfield, and my project manager, Amy Rakowski. Together, the four of us will be doing a lot to bring you fanfare this year, and that's what we want to talk about today. As you probably know, we extended the early bird discount for fanfare for a full week, and so until Tuesday, May 31st at midnight, you can still get in for $119, and we really want to see you there. So this is going to be a little informal, and we've never done this particular webcast before, so we'll just ask a few basic questions. We'll start with Amy to make it easy. How long have you been involved in fanfare?
A really long time. The very first, or I've been to every fanfare since Dallas, which was
What year was that?
2002.
Wow.
And then I've been involved with like the planning and all that since 2004.
Great. And Jen?
2003 for me. I believe the Chicago fanfare was my first one.
That was actually one of my favorites.
That was 2004.
Wow. Which one was that?
I think it was Las Vegas.
Las Vegas.
The
We
85th
started in
anniversary.
2003, but not the same fanfare as Jen.
The first fanfare I went to was the one that was held in Orlando because I was living there at the time, and I was a guide, so I volunteered to help with the live quest, and after that I had to go to as many as possible. They're just a tremendous amount of fun. So what we want to know is, what is your role in fanfare? Amy, what do you do for fanfare? I mean, I know because I give you huge long lists of things to do, but go ahead and see if you can recite them.
I'm the community team's project manager, so I get to do a lot of, is this done yet? Is this done yet? Is this done yet? What did we call it this year? Generals? Is that what we came
You're
up
a general.
with? I was a general.
Yes.
I'm the general of the live quests, the silent auction, the prize wheel.
I think you're a general of a lot more than that.
Probably. But those are
Pretty much
the
everything.
main things that, so live quests, I have to make sure that everything's done on time. To order the items, and which we just did. I'm so excited. Silent auction, so I'm wrangling items that we're going to auction off. And for the prize wheel, gathering all the things that we're going to give away during the prize wheel, coming up with the schedule of when we're going to spin the wheel and how we're going to determine who gets to spin the wheel. And then during fanfare, you can find me at the booth almost any given time during fanfare.
Yeah, we don't allow sleep.
No.
For me, it's kind of just a catch-all. Anything from helping make sure the graphics get printed, to the videos getting produced, to making sure people show up and knowing where they're supposed to show up, and making sure the schedules are right, and you know, wherever there's a hole is usually where I fill it in.
Definitely along the same line as Jen, our team works on everything from A to Z, and making sure we have partners there and vendors and cool prizes and fun activities for all.
I know that Jen and Lauren both spend a lot of time on the cell phone going, "Where are you?"
Right.
But there's
Right.
nobody at the door. Okay,
Right.
we need some people over here pronto. You're handling. Okay, good. I'm going to go to the next fire. And so they do a
Yes.
tremendous amount of that all throughout fanfare, and they
We're
do a really good job of it. Now, I should mention as well that
Cell phones.
yes, cell phones, always running around looking for a place to plug them
Exactly.
in too. I bet. You know.
Yes.
Exactly.
After 5 p.m., they can't hassle you anymore because the batteries are gone.
Right.
But in addition to fanfare, Jen and Lauren also do all of our other events, such as E3, which is coming up in just a couple of weeks, and we're incredibly busy trying to get ready for that too. So it's not just fanfare. These guys keep very, very busy year-round. So it's a lot of fun. Now, what do I do at fanfare? Well, I'm hosting it, and that's really a lot of fun. It was my lifelong dream, really. And I have been hassling the developers for schedules. Panel schedules. You can't read them from here, but most of this is on the site already. The rest of it should be going up by sometime tomorrow. Lots of stuff to do at fanfare. And then at fanfare itself, I run around asking Amy to make sure that she has our team going because I don't have time to do that myself. It's a lot of fun. So the next question here, because I feel a little naked. We're talking about fanfare here, so let me fix that. Oh, much better.
Oh, nice.
Now all I have to do is grow the beard. So my question, do you ever dress up for fanfare?
I have not.
Will you dress up for fanfare?
Depends.
On how much alcohol's involved?
Yeah, the right
prize.
vibe hasn't come along
The
yet.
prize.
How about you, you, Jen? Have you ever put a costume on?
I have not yet. That's not to say I never will, but the bribe hasn't been good enough yet.
She tries them on in the office though.
I
first
do
to
try
make
them on
sure-
in the office.
Do you?
I've had a few of the
you'd
outfits on
actually
here.
fit them skinny elfin costumes that we have around here. I play a dwarf for a good reason. I'm not getting on no treadmill just before fanfare, Cuts into my beer drinking time. So, Amy, how about you? I think I've seen you in a costume or two.
Well, one time I did a halfling costume.
One time at band camp.
For the Chicago Fan Fair, I was in the Live Quest.
And what about this year?
I don't know yet.
Well, I will tell you that the community team is going to be sort of wearing costumes. A couple of folks are tasked with making us cloaks, bright blue cloaks, so that when you're looking for somebody to give you answers, misdirection, malfeasance, whatever it is you need at fanfare, find one of them dudes in the bright blue cloaks and they'll misdirect you properly.
Or dudettes.
Yes. Right, so
Yes.
we do have some specific questions here. We just got finalization on the in-game items that were given out at fanfare this year. Can you give us just a brief rundown?
We do. For EverQuest, we have a few. A marionette puppet string, exotic mount whistle, and a gnomish welcome sign. For EverQuest 2, a prismatic cloud. For DC Universe, a Vegas baby sequin jacket.
Okay, I
It's
need
very
one of those.
fancy.
Yeah,
I've seen it.
It's cool.
Sparkles.
Yeah.
For Star Wars Galaxy, a Galactic Civil War space battle house painting. And several new items for fanfare, like a t-shirt, a lake tree lot, a Pegasus pet, and a Pegasus ride.
That's all for free rounds,
rounds,
yeah?
yeah.
Nice stuff. And Jen, I'm really curious because I see you running around at fanfare. I'm not sure how you retain your sanity. I think it starts coming back at the pool party when,
You're probably
the
right.
Long Island iced teas start flowing and the
Yes.
extra dirty martinis.
That's right.
What are some of the worst
Chardonnay.
logistical? What are some of the worst logistical issues you've had to deal with? I mean, I know I've seen you have to deal with some last minute stuff.
Well, that you hit it right on the head. It's usually just the last minute stuff. So whether it be a security threat or a last minute addition to the schedule, usually those are the toughest things to deal with because there are so many people and you have to.
Last minute
Maneuver.
additions to the schedule.
Yeah.
We have those.
Go figure.
Every
Go
year.
figure.
Last year was really interesting. Yeah.
I say honestly, the biggest logistical issue would be planning the date for fanfare. Just trying to find a time when everybody can make it, both from SOE and our players and our fans, and then also trying to fit that into the rest of the summer events.
Yeah, because I gather the hotels are usually really full too.
Right.
Yeah.
So getting a good rate, finding a good date. Once we have that done, the worst is over for us.
I think we were all surprised and really happy to see that we were able to announce before the new year.
Yes.
It made it much easier for a lot of folks to plan to attend.
Definitely.
So, Amy, what are the folks on the forums asking about fanfare this year?
Well, one of the first questions is, last year we went with the different packages. Why did we decide not to do that this year with the Platinum Pass and the Bronze?
Oh, for the passes.
Yes.
The easy answer to that is that's what the players asked for. A lot of the feedback we got immediately after fanfare is, why don't we just charge one thing, let everybody into everything so we can all mix and mingle. There's no haves, have-nots. There's no extra waiting in lines while people check your special passes and that sort of thing. And
Right.
that was the primary reason. Because averaging out the price, the other thing that Jen very quickly discovered, because she's really good with numbers, I'm not. But she's sitting there with her numbers and going, well, we can sell these for $119 instead of, what were the platinum passes last year?
$139.
Yeah, so it's a significant cost savings too. So
Right.
all around it was a win-win-win, more beer money for me situation.
Yes.
One of the other questions is, when will the badges be mailed out for those that are registering early bird?
As soon as once the early bird closes, we'll consolidate and send them out within the few weeks following.
Wow, that's pretty early.
That
Yeah, so
saved
by
it.
the end of June, they should be definitely in the mail.
Yeah.
So it gives people time to discover if they haven't received it, and then we have time to react and replace it. And all
And
those
what
things.
happens if they forget them at home?
We can reissue one
can't
on
go.
site.
You have to buy a new one.
Too bad, too bad.
Lauren will be the one standing at the door. Nope, thou shalt not pass.
There is an on-site purchase available.
Yeah.
No, we have it in the system, and we'll be able to look it up. It might not be as pretty, but we'll be able to take care of it for
That's
us.
cool. And what else?
Will there be any events for Free Realms and Clone Wars Adventures?
Free Realms has a couple of panels, so does Clone Wars. One of the Free Realms artists is also doing an animation panel. And Clone Wars, let me just get this, because this is in the, you guys will be getting information about this really soon, but we have, and I don't have it with me, we have an actual tournament for Clone Wars Adventures with the speeder bike racing. It's all time-based, so that's going to be a lot of fun.
Cool.
And of course, we're going to have 5 devs from Free Realms and 5 devs from Clone Wars on site.
Awesome. And you already answered who's hosting this year.
Da-da-da.
Yes.
Oh, you're done right, I am. I'm racking my brain on stuff that I can say what won't get me fired. We'll see how that turns out.
Awesome.
We're waiting with bated breath.
Actually, I got lots of great ideas. I've already got approval from legal on a couple of them. Now we just have to get approval from these guys and SMED and stuff on the rest. Is that it that we've got so far?
That's it.
All right. All right, so another thing I want to know is, or that fans have been asking is, how many devs do we usually have on hand? Now, it's one of the things I've always liked about Fanfare is the fact that we do not keep the developers behind the velvet rope. They are encouraged, mandated actually, to spend time with the players. They are there to talk with you, to discuss ideas with you, to hang out with you in the hallways, in the Crossroads Bazaar area, at the banquets, all of that sort of thing. And so far we've got more than 50 actually slated to come in. EQ and EQ2 have 11 each. DC is sending 6 folks. Some folks from Star Wars, Free Realms and Clone Wars 5 each, as I mentioned, and we've got more straggling in. We should have a full list ready for accommodations. This is another one of the logistical things these guys deal with. Finding rooms for all these people.
Yes.
And then people switch out at the last minute and it's all a nightmare. I just keep sending it on to Jen and eventually she'll start blocking me emails. But anyway, lots of devs, please do seek them out. They're all going to be easily identifiable by their SOE shirts and, you know, make sure that they spend their time talking. The thing a lot of people don't realize is they're as shy as you are. So make sure you initiate the conversation. So, Lauren, do we have any cool industry partners coming this year? I know that last year we had the Bio folks. Who's coming this year?
The bio folks will be back and bigger than ever, and NVIDIA will be there, and Alienware will be there, and our friend Larry Elmore is coming back. He wasn't able to make it last year, so we're really excited to have him, and he'll be part of the costume contest as a judge, which is
That'll be
always
fun.
really fun.
Yeah.
Definitely.
It's fun having
Yeah,
you
and a
there.
few more surprises and tricks up our sleeves, so you'll have to come to the show to see.
That's great. So, Jen, tell us about the venue. I mean, this is our 3rd year?
This is our 3rd year.
All right, so tell us a little bit about Bally's. I mean, that's the second home for you now.
Yeah, we're learning to love it. Bally's is right on the Strip, for those of you who don't know Vegas. It's right across the street from Caesar's Palace, which means it's basically right in the heart of the action. It's on a monorail stop. The other bonus about Bally's is it's not that huge, so it's not a 5-mile walk to the convention space from your hotel room, which we definitely love.
Thank you.
Yes.
And we got decent pricing this year, very good pricing for Vegas. Monday through Thursday night, I believe the room rate is $70, and then it's $95 on Friday and Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
It's attached to the Paris Hotel, so there's, you know, even double the activity, double the pubs, double the restaurants, all kinds of fun things to do, aside from the fanfare that we will be throwing.
Yeah, one of the things I'd like to mention is the unofficial hangout place for us after hours is this weird little pub in the middle of the hallway heading down to Paris from Bally's. And we've unofficially dubbed it Kellethan because really recognizable. It's this giant tree surrounded by little tables. So you'll see a lot of us hanging about there.
Yes.
So Amy, how many community team folks will be on hand this year?
All of them, and plus a few volunteers.
Yeah, we've got a lot of people on hand and it should be a really, really good event. Everything starts on Thursday. What time does registration open up?
4 p.m.
Okay, and that's the people with badges don't even have to stand in that line, do they?
Nope.
They just walk right in,
Correct.
get their bag of goodies.
Come see me for the bag of goodies.
Cool. That's the other thing about having just one pass is everybody gets the same bag of goodies, so that line will move a lot faster this year too.
Yes, definitely.
So I did want to say I hope that we don't have you know we had that service outage. We extended the deadline to the 31st to make up for that.
Yes.
And I know that as a result we're slightly behind on the registrations.
Yes.
Okay, this is good for me because I foolishly promised on Facebook that if we got 1,500 pre-registered I dress up as a fairy this year. So
I really want you to dress
So
up
please,
as a fairy.
please help us make this
Yes.
happen. We
We
have
really,
to
really
see this
do.
happen.
Really,
Please.
really, really.
it'll be the death of me, I tell you. I'm not the best booth babe around. Are there any questions at all from the plebes there, Mr. Joel Sasaki?
Yeah, actually, will there ever be a fanfare on the East Coast? Is a big one.
Well, you know, it's interesting because back when I was a player, I used to lobby myself, always said, why don't you just have it in Vegas every year? There's a couple of reasons for that. We can keep the price of fanfare down because it's cheaper for us to haul SOE out there.
Exactly.
And also, you know, we know our geography, right? And we know that Vegas isn't in the center of the United States, but in terms of airlines, it's kind of central. It has more flights going in and out at convenient times and convenient prices than any place else.
Yes.
So what would you think? Are we ever going to move to the East Coast?
It's
The bribe hasn't been big enough?
Yeah. Where's the bribe? No. For now, it's definitely something we want to try to keep stationary so that everybody knows where to go every year. That, you know, we're hoping it'll become more of a staple and a regular thing instead of hopping all over. Not only from a cost savings perspective, but you know, from a planning perspective, it makes it easier if we keep going to the same place.
I can remember the first year we were at Bally's, there were all manner of internet problems,
Yes.
for instance. The second year, a lot less. This year, it's all ironed out, right?
That's right. That's right.
Ah,
And
good.
you know what? We take polls, and Vegas always wins.
It does.
Every time. I mean, I know that everybody loves all the other places too, but Vegas is a fan favorite, and that's what fanfare is. So.
Yeah.
I've noticed
Definitely.
that more and more people are planning their vacations around it so that they can go see Blue Man Group and Cirque du Soleil and other things that my pay grade isn't enough for. But it's a pretty interesting town from that point of view.
Definitely.
So the answer is not in the
Vegas.
foreseeable future.
What?
Anything else?
They want to know about the mount for EverQuest 2.
Of course they do. Are we going to have
please.
pictures of it to post later on?
They want details.
That's coming
Of course
soon.
they want.
Yeah, we
It's
should.
got legs
That's
and
another
you can
thing
sit on
in
it.
general. Oh, actually, it doesn't have legs.
Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. So the mount, you've already read that it's called a prismatic cloud. I think you guys have seen the little storm cloud, right? Anyway, this one is this magical rainbowed mount is sure to carry you all the way. That sounds almost licentious. No promises included with the mount. You're on your own. It's got rainbowies.
I do think that these were posted on the Fanfare website just this afternoon if people want to go back and read the descriptions.
They're on their
Yeah.
Facebook page as well.
So it's got 2 rainbows?
I guess you'll have to see.
Would that be a double rainbow?
What does it mean, Joel?
What does it mean? We'll see if we can get the dev teams to give us some pictures to put up as well.
that's one of the things that I am also a general of is getting those pictures, and those are due as soon. Oh, I said the bad word.
Yes. That's a $10 fine at SOE saying soon.
Sorry. They're due in the near future.
In the near future.
And the EverQuest tournament, is there any details on that? People are asking.
That's actually being posted this afternoon as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
I wish I had brought that along now so I could read it out, but each of the tournaments is a little different this year. And of course we've also still got the live quests as well. Those have been tuned up so that they, another thing Amy's in charge of, they will not run over the 2 hours, will they?
No, and they will not have bottlenecks.
That's right, that's right. So, yes, we're all under control. But yes, there will be information posted about the EQ2 tournament. The one thing I can tell you, I might as well tell you now, it's the Ether races. Now, this is a new Ether race route, and it's also being tied in with E3, which we mentioned is up in 2 weeks. It will be live on test server so that you can go and do some practicing on test server during the E3 time so that you're in good shape to win it at Fanfare.
Get ready.
That's
Get
wonderful.
ready. Lots of prizes to be had, lots of drinking to be done, and all sorts of tomfoolery. For you fans, us employees will
Yes.
be well behaved throughout.
None of that for us.
No.
No time
Have
for
you
that.
seen these guys? Really? Pool party, keep an eye on them. Well, that's all that we have time for today. Anything else to say other than get to Fan Faire.
You
We
better
look
get to
forward to
Fan
seeing
Faire.
We
everyone
really
there.
want to see you there to our favourite family reunion.
Yes.
Be well all.